So Ryan's measuring off here. This is 150 feet from the entrance, just to give you a view. So this is actually where my car is parked in that other picture. This is 250 feet from the Greystone entrance is where we're standing right now, just to give you a visual. So here is 410 feet from the entrance, and it's a little hard to see, but I can see Bill. I'm not in a vehicle, of course, and Bill is not in a gigantic truck, but this is about 410 feet. You can see Bill and Mike, or pardon me, Bill and Kevin in the background. All right, so this is a view again from the 150 foot mark, which I believe that's the sight distance. So this shows, again, it's not a tractor trailer, but it is a bigger truck, showing, you know, what if the truck were to turn left, kind of what it would look like. So this is the first view from 150. This is the second view, and again, this is from where my car is parked. I can't remember the measurement. I'll notate it when I get back to the office, but again, from this distance, visually, can obviously see the truck. All right, so this is the view right from the crest. So you can see my car. I think it's about, again, 410 feet. So to give you an idea, here comes a car. So we have Kevin, he just called me. So right at this point, he can actually see from his truck all the way down to the bottom. So he can see, and we're gonna get a view of that. But again, this is about 410. So this is where the crest, where maybe a driver would just start to see the truck potentially. So now I'm actually in our truck. Greystone's right ahead, and this would be what a driver would see. So again, my car's obstructing it a little bit, but I can actually almost see, I can see the stop sign, or the stop sign down on Krick, and the traffic, the street sign. All right, so here's our next test. I'm sitting in the public works truck. I'm actually in the field across from Greystone, and we're going to observe some traffic. So this is what a tractor trailer driver would see. And we have our public works truck. We just have the light on so you can clearly see it. Let's see what happens. Ryan's actually going to be driving up. Probably some other traffic will come up, but I can see his light from down here. I still can't see him yet. Here comes a car. So again, this is just a normal vehicle coming through. They started to slow down a little bit. Here's Ryan. He's going about 35 miles an hour. So again, I would think a car would have plenty of time to stop if this started to pull out. So now if we look the other way, again, if a driver was looking both ways, they would look this way. So let me stop this video. Okay, well, here comes one. So here comes a car. So an even greater distance line, I can see way down to that prime, almost to the prime wellness, that gray car that's coming our way. So again, from the right side looking northbound at cars coming southbound, plenty of distance, I would think, for cars to see the truck and the truck to see the cars. And then again, looking southbound at traffic coming northbound, right here's another example. I mean, I can see the cars, and it's pretty easy to see what's going on. So again, Ryan's test was about 35 miles an hour. Could cars be coming quicker? Sure. But here comes another vehicle, coming through again. They're slowing down when they see us, which I would assume most motorists might do. Again, assuming also there's going to be flashing lights on that side and the other side showing truck entrance. I would think that would help inform motorists. So again, this is our test. All right, so I am turning on to Krick here, and I'm coming up the road to kind of simulate what a driver would see. So again, I can't see the truck right now. Can't see it right now. I'm going 35 miles an hour. I can see it now. He's starting to pull out. I'm not even braking. I'm still going. I'm actually accelerating to 37, and I went right through it. So again, coming up the crest of the hill, I was right about 35. Once I cleared kind of the hill, he starts to pull out. Now again, there's going to be a trailer so it's a little different, but that gives you a view. I mean, I would think a motorist would brake. I would have had more than enough time to brake, and I was accelerating going up that hill. All right, so I'm within the Greystone development. I'm right at the entrance, and right there is the truck. You can hear the beeping. So again, very faint, and I'm right at the entrance. There it goes again. So this is at the entrance. That truck entrance is 100+ feet down into that valley behind there. And again, they'll be bordering of, you know, shrubs and things of that nature and a berm. So I can barely hear the beeping of the trucks from right at the entrance. I'm probably not even going to do a test inside the development because I can barely hear it from here.